come back with me to the suburbs.
Yeah, what I want doesn't matter. I'll never be free of these streets.
Cut!
Holy.
I don't know how I heard, but I was like, I hear it's gonna be Will Ferrell. And I wrote Kripke and was like, so I think Ashley needs to be in this scene. There's many, many reasons for her to be there. You know, she's like really supporting A-Train at this moment.
That's such an Ashley move.
I know,
Yeah.
Nice. But then the embarrassing thing is like the beautiful and amazing PJ Byrne kept throwing lines to me. I kept just like trying to get in there.
But it does make it better that like Ashley is in the scene. And yes, I can say it's the first time that an actor who had the day off was like, could you write me into this scene so I don't have a day off? So it was very memorable.
I'm so sorry, Huey. This isn't about you and me. This is about what's best for your dad.
Rosemary DeWitt is a stunningly great actor. She steps in, you're like, oh shit, it's his mom, but then she like exceeds it with like sensitivity and nuance and complexity, and The Campbells, which is going to be a spin-off coming on
The Campbells.
NBC. The Campbells.
It's a half-hour comedy.
Oh, did your girlfriend explode? We were just thrilled she wanted to do it, and when her name came up, we jumped all over it.
She's a class act.
He's not one of Lot's lab rat freaks. He was chosen by fate, God, whatever, to be the one who saves the world.
Chosen by God, sure, but made by me.
Homie loves the idea of legacy, loves the idea of Ryan fulfilling his dreams. But the reality is just trying to get past his own ego.
I'm not on the call sheet.
Not seeing his name on the call sheet and then just turning up in the save and just, he can't help himself.
Dad?
It's okay, son. I'm here. We're gonna save America together.
There's a bit of tragedy in there, and there's a real huge amount of sadness. And I think an awareness of Homie that he knows he can't deliver as a father.
Smile. Smile.
This season, Kimiko really wants to communicate with everyone else. She's already decided to be a part of the boys, and I think, you know, being able to talk only to Frenchie has been special, but it is also a little bit limiting. But she doesn't necessarily want to face her trauma. I spoke with a speech therapist about psychological mutism and what causes it. It usually comes from anxiety and abuse and all of that. And the therapist told me that a lot of times working through the trauma helps, but the environmental state that they're in currently also has a factor, and so that also hasn't helped, right?
Yeah.
Because Kimiko's experiencing trauma as the story goes on as well. And similarly to Frenchie, she has gone to substances or has not faced her demons, and she has to do that this season.
I am the Lord of the Seven Seas. You talk to me like that again, and I will drown you in your fucking toilet, you stupid bitch, after I've used it.
When the Deep is suddenly violent toward her and threatens her, it's like, oh fuck, now I have to deal with this fucking guy.
And it's just a moment where you're like, oh yeah, he can do fucked up
that.
shit. Oh,
Yeah.
He can. Oh,
Yeah.
he could if he...
It actually came from Evan Goldberg, one of our executive producers, because at the beginning of the season, he has this thing where he's like, he's always so funny and he's great comic relief, but like, why don't you guys ever make him scary?
He is a fucking superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still super abled and he can do some damage.
And I said, all right, challenge
Yeah,
accepted.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
try to make him scary this season.
Is that what you want? Sir!
No, sir.
That's right.
Howdy there, truth seekers!
Any great leader is just a human. Like, they're all like really imperfect people, but people view them as symbols. Starlight's story, Annie's story, which is one about this like peachy, innocent superhero, but that's not actually totally who she was. And so she's really struggling with it. And we've been just so cynical from the beginning about superheroes, obviously, that we wanted to at least just explore just for a little bit the point that like they can be a positive thing with an incredible amount of flaws.
Are you sure about this?
Butcher and MM have a real, like, fucked up brother relationship.
Now grab your shit and get the fuck out, or I'll throw you out. I don't want to hear it. He's out.
MM, who is just the smartest, most moral, solid dude, for some reason he loves Butcher. And Butcher keeps disappointing him.
All the fucking shit we've been through together, man. I thought maybe this time, maybe you and I could just be fucking brothers again.
MM has just had it. You know, I think they have a really complicated and it's kind of heartbreaking, this like abusive relationship they have. It's only realistic that finally they say, yeah, all right, we're done. And Butcher has to figure out a way to ingratiate himself kind of back in.
Too fucking little, Butcher. Too fucking late.